relationships that I have. The relationships with others, with animals, with the Aina, and especially with myself. So I'll ding the bell when we time to come back. And you can choose where you go. And let's all enjoy going inside. Welcome back to the room, or welcome back to the lanai. Dick, we would love to hear some more beautiful music from you. Thank you.
Spirit leads, spirit guides, spirit sees and spirit decides what I need. Spirit provides. I look out the window while spirit drives. Spirit said, let's take a trip along with Cousin Pele on a mighty ship. The trip starts with your birth on a mighty ship called Mother Earth. You see, the spirit leads, the spirit guides. Spirit sees and spirit decides what I need. Spirit provides. I look out the window while spirit drives. Spirit says it's lots of fun, taking several dozen trips around the sun. You're gonna have a lot of thrills and chills and then have the opportunity to do it again. You see, spirit leads and spirit guides. Spirit sees, spirit decides what I need. Spirit provides. I look out the window while spirit drives. Spirit is much smarter than me, like Einstein times infinity. So I just go with the flow, 'cause I don't know what spirit knows. Because spirit sees, spirit guides. Spirit leads, spirit decides what I need. Spirit provides. I look out the window while spirit drives. I look out the window while spirit drives. I look out the window while spirit drives.
Mahalo, that was beautiful and inspirational and so true. So, looking around, are there any new visitors today that haven't been here before? I don't see any new faces. We usually do an intro of a little history of New Thought, but I think since all of us have been here, yes. Oh, oh, okay. Welcome the live streamers now. Okay, we're back on. Woohoo. Welcome to the live streamers. Yay! Little technical challenges this morning, and welcome. Here we are on the lanai in Kealakekua, Hawaii. Those of us that are here live on the lanai can really attest to what a beautiful day this is. And hopefully you live streamers are attesting to a beautiful day wherever you are. So welcome. And since we kind of do know about New Thought, I'm not going to go there, Pasha. Read the whole thing because we're all familiar with where we've come from. Each of us have our own story. But why do we come here on Sundays? I come for community, for love, for support, understanding, learning, hugs, kindness, laughter. And what's better than all that? Being in human form, like we already shared, life is so precious. It's like a flutter of an eyelid of a butterfly when you compare it to eternity. So what are we making of it? When I have my moments, my bad hair days, or my, I don't feel like getting out of bed. I want to sleep another 20 minutes. I'm not going there. We all have mud on our boots sometimes. Or when I was a child, I used to love to, after it rained, to run through the puddles and get mud between my toes. That was fun. Having fun. The attitude of having fun and seeing the perspective of where are we looking at life from? I know for myself, change is the only constant in the universe. So if my attitude needs change, who's going to do it? No one else is in charge. So we can all exercise that anytime we like. And I think that's what is so wonderful about New Thought, is that we can change when we need and want a change for something better, something brighter, something kinder. Okay. You have a question that you'd like to share this morning, Star. Everybody gets to answer Star's question. If you choose to, you can pass the mic if you don't.
So many questions. And let's take a deep breath and see which one really comes to the surface. Because the asking is so precious. What is it? What is the shape of it, the color of it, the sound of what we are so very ready to allow in ourselves to be seen? What is ready? Not necessarily what you're ready for, but what is ready in you to be seen and to be expressed, to be brought to the firelight. And I encourage you to not just search for words. Maybe your answer is another dynamic. Maybe it's a sound or something only you can feel, only you can see first. And maybe it has words.
Okay. Beautiful, insightful question. We could take an hour or two to think about that before we respond, but we don't get to. Okay, so yeah, we get to be spontaneous.
Mhm.
And I'm going to go to my answer being my true worth.
I'm Terry. I guess I could say stability and equanimity.
I'm Rena. I would say grief.
I'm Dulcie. I would say the same as Leah. My true worth. There's the purpose of why I'm here today, and going forward.
I'm Shelba, and probably to have compassion for others that are hurting.
I'm Margie, and knowing that laughter is a very healing compound.
Aloha, good morning, Jamie. The first thing I thought of was a violet flame.
JP, I would say that being present for myself, for others, and in experiencing the universe and all that it has in the moment, so I don't lose the moment.
I'm Anna. Accepting and going with the flow.
I'm Alicia Leolani, and being here now is sometimes being rammed down my throat. My life stream. What am I doing here now? And why am I here now in these situations? But then when it comes to a quiet moment, I remember again who I am. Unable to explain who I am, but I can feel I am. So I am here now is my answer.
She did one too.
I'm Pasha, and I'm really immersed in the question. I don't have the answer yet, but thank you for a great question.
I'm Stephen. For me, it's like, what really is meaningful for me?
I'm Don. I would say I'm searching for a return to civility in our life, in the way we deal with one another, the way we see one another and talk to one another, and seeing in them beyond what our gut reaction may be.
Stripping away everything that isn't real, which is practically everything.
Oh, gee.
It's beautiful. You got the dirt.
So there's an invitation to feel into and to respond in words if you choose. What you are ready, or what is in you that is ready to be seen.
Oh no. It's more about feeling part of everything, because I always talk about this, how synchronicities happen all the time, and being in that sort of a flow really validates me as but I belong here. Pasha.
No, I know that I have gifts to give, but I'm not yet sure what they are.
I come here so I can see Pasha every week, because she keeps me on in the right line.
Oh, that was beautiful. Such wisdom and caring in all of the answers. And even though Pasha doesn't necessarily have an answer, obviously, you had a little feedback. So your humility and your kindness and your availability to anybody at any time sometimes blows me away. And I think we could probably all agree with that. So thank you for being you. Yes. Since you didn't answer, I answered for you. Sorry. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. All right, love's in the air. Dick, are we ready for some more love in the air with some music? Thank you.
I could make a wish for you, I'd wish you only knew how wonderful you are, how wonderful you are. How could you ever go through life and never know how wonderful you are, how wonderful you are. 'Cause the world's a better place 'cause you're here. So I'll tell you every day and hope that you might hear. I'll do the best I can to help you understand how wonderful you are, how wonderful you are, how wonderful you are.
Wow. I don't know about anybody else, but that hit my heart. What a beautiful song. We all take that in. Because we are all wonderful. And miracles happen every day in any moment. Sometimes they're large and sometimes they're small and sometimes they're ordinary. And they're all miracles. So it's time to share. So I'm going to put the microphone up on the stand and you're welcome to come up and share.
So I hadn't visited. Hold on. Oh, I'm on. I hadn't visited a friend down at Milali'i for some time and decided to go yesterday for a bit of a walk with him. And who should be there? So the other part of those synchronicities is I believe in Coyote making us laugh all the time, yeah? So here I am with my egg fruit to bring. And I think I'm all together now. Got it all. And the whole bag rolls down the hill. So that's what happens.
I'm Anna. I can't begin to tell you how many miracles have happened since you last saw me. One after another. When something was needed, somehow it showed up. I've just gotten back from quite an adventure of moving a boat and needed help. The person that was going to help got sick. And at the last minute, somebody else came in and helped because I could not. And then I had a bad accident and ripped up my arm really good and called 911. I was out anchored in the bay and the fire rescue boat came and rescued me, took me to a marina where a regular ambulance took me to a hospital and I was taken care of. And they would not take me back to our boat. So friends of ours said, sure, come spend the night with me on a houseboat. The next morning, other friends said, we'll come get you and you can stay at our house. That's just the beginning. I won't go into the many miracles. At any rate, I am healing. I had to go back on antibiotics and get multiple a day dressing changes, but that's all working out and I can't go back home until my partner comes back. So I'm being taken care of. And Jamie's part of that. So thank you. Jamie was my ride here today. But I am totally grateful and I am of the belief that everything happens for a reason. So even though this was a traumatic injury, it's all good. And I'm grateful.
Gotta be more. Come on, don't be shy. Don't be shy.
Um, I'm Pasha, and I'm also grateful for many things, but the one I wanted to the miracle I wanted to bring to your attention, especially the people who are here on the lanai, because you can see it with your own eyes, is since last week, the kitchen got uh, refreshed. Well, the process had started before last week, but last week you would have to look up at the ceiling to notice that something was different. Now you can see it just as soon as you step through the door, because it's through the miracle of primarily Stephen, but also involving Shayna, Kaimana, and a young electrician named Tanner. That the kitchen has a new coat of paint, walls and ceiling, and a couple of new lights. They're called can lights. And when I asked the electrician, well, how do you change the light bulbs on can lights? And he says, oh, you don't. They'll probably last at least a quarter century. and today, the continuing miracle, the next chapter happens starting at 12:30 today, when the electrician comes back to install the new combination fan light on the other half of the kitchen. And yes, so it was in the works for quite a while, but finally the time was right. Yay.
The trim still needs to be painted. Any volunteers who
Anybody else? No? No takers? Okay. Well, what is that about? Are we back? Safe volume? Okay, that's much better. Heart flutter. I know I'm alive. Yeah, miracles abound everywhere, every day, small, large, silent, sneaky sometimes. I just go to gratitude every time something magical happens. Like the other day, Star and JP and I were swimming at Ho'okana, and we went north instead of across the bay and around the corner. We usually go south, and it was flat like a lake. And I saw two of my favorite fish twice. A big scrawled filefish, two of them. And it was so pretty. I mean, they're just gifts every time. And we kept swimming and swimming and swimming, and we went about 1.5 miles, and there's a beach, and I thought, wow, it'd be fun to just go in there. So we found a sand channel, and we did. Another miracle. Sat in a tide pool, got warmed up, and then walked back. So that was a miracle for my knee. I haven't walked 1.5 miles in a long time. Whoop, whoop. With the best friends. So I'm going to introduce Star. Star Joyce is a medicine woman and a medicine maker who has lived on the Big Island for 8 years. She lives in the Southern District of Ka'u. Her job as a medicine woman, as she understands it, is to assist others in their soul's healing and celebration. She strives to do this by creating and holding a clear and safe container for growth and transformation while nurturing an awareness of the sacred nature of life. She has an extensive background and 30 years experience in a wide range of healing arts, including massage, Qigong, Taoist, shamanic healing, transcendence, journey work, and a lifelong immersion in plant medicines. She is also a fabric artist and silk painter, and a maker of plant medicines, including Hawaiian cacao and chocolates. Her chocolates are the best. Star offers community ceremonies with Master Plan Babinsana on a regular basis, vocal liberation classes for groups and individuals, and community improv, prayer, and singing classes. Her passions are plant medicine, singing, gardening, cultivating rooted relationships with folks who are ready to dance their soul's work. And I'm going to add, she's a heck of a swimmer, too. Please welcome Star Joyce, and I know Jamie's coming up with her gorgeous lay. Patty made this one. Yeah. Yeah.
Whew. Mm. I still feel that bounce in the microphone that drove my fire up into my heart. And I won't pretend it away. I won't put away the spark. I will shake, and I will let my voice rattle. I will let myself be seen. I will let my sacred self come closer to the fire through the dark. I will gather the limbs, the dead things that are ready to blaze. I will become the altar that my ancestors sang me to come and be. I will let my voice shake. I will hold the mirror. I will be the fool. I will be the coyote who howls. Will you look into this mirror and see your reflection? Will you allow me to see you? Because that is the preciousness, that is the precious gift of this human being. It is the third treasure of life. The sacred, divine, feminine that brings us soft and low to ask, for asking for what we need. The divine masculine that shows us how to rise into what we're called to. And then the soft belly of our vulnerable humanness that has the opportunity to strip away our carefully cultivated clothing of hiding. Our beautiful stories we tell ourselves about who we are and how we're going to walk in the world and what it's going to look like and what it's going to act like and how we're going to fit. And the beloved gives us again and again and again and again the turning of the wheel of every single morning, a brand new breath, a brand new expression. And we see the wheel turn in the seasons, right? Just as we saw spring come open our eyes and our lungs to a brand new way, a brand new light, an opportunity to be children again, to feel spring and its huge, massive rains and wind come and wash our beautiful island. And not only, the small kind Kona low this year, but the big, and to come again, right on the heels of its first dance being almost complete. To wash away the structure of what we knew in the physical, of so many pathways and roadways, to bring the rocks down, to bring us together, to help each other make a new path. And of course, we keep turning. The wheel keeps turning constantly, constantly inviting us to the now moment. And from this point, we have just behind us the opening of the eastern gate. Those bright elementals of early spring. And before us, ahead of us just a little bit, we have the summer solstice and the blazing energy of fire, the brightest, most brilliant time of the year. And here, just at the heels of Beltane, just a couple of days ago, we're still in that opening bright light. We have that juxtaposition. We see it in everything. We hear it. Do you hear it in everything? The birds saying, "Oh, what will we make of this day?" Life itself. We're so blessed to be here in this live, juicy, fecund land. Let's stop there for just a second. Maybe close at least our distractions in our eyes. Maybe keep the physical eyes open. You do you. Whatever helps you to tune yourself to just a little more of the magic, fertile land around us. Inviting that energy. Inviting the energy of the sacred flame. Feel it on the edges of your skin. If movement helps you to do that, use touch. Find the edges of yourself with your mind, with your hands, with your ears, with the scent of the air. And then let's drop our awareness down into the belly. Where is the spark? What is being called to the sacred fire? In the root of our physical beings, we have this beautiful opportunity to turn on our unique flame. Turn it on. Turn yourselves on, literally, figuratively, in every way. Bring that spark of your specific sexual energy. Bring it into the body. See it, feel it, taste it, touch it. This is an invitation to aliveness. This is the invitation we're given with every single breath, with every step. And at this gateway of Beltane and the wheel, we have this opportunity to look through that lens. We have the opportunity to bring our wild, animal, juicy selves. Amble right up to that pile. There's a wonderful saying. Let's see if I can put it together because it's right there, but sometimes my words don't line up. We can come willingly to the divine, or she will drag us. It doesn't really matter, you know. So we can pick up the limbs that are ready to light the blaze, yeah? What we're really aching to bring forth. Or the beloved's going to bring it. She can drag us as a big dead weight. It's one way or the other. Because the fire will come. The illumination will come. There are enough coyotes in our lives. There's enough heyoka on this planet at this special time. We can choose. Or we can be drugged to the fire. How precious to choose. How precious to choose the small moments where we can then relax. So we've begun to speak to the body. And we've called some part of ourselves closer. Something will be transformed. There's the surrender part, right? Sometimes we want to just come and appreciate the fire without the letting go. But that's the vulnerability. Yes, we can make love with our clothes on. Yes, we can. Right? We can make love all day long with our clothes on. Nobody even has to know, right? But if we want to come into sacred union, then there's a way and a place that requires us to show the belly. To make an alchemy of perhaps what we've held soft and safe. Hidden. And we all know where that lives in us. What's ready to come to the edges? What's ready to howl? What's ready to be wildly inappropriate? What's ready to come out? So here's where we play. Thank you. Here's where we play. I'm going to invite each and every one of you to find your edge. Get up out of your chair. If your chair is your edge, saying, no, I'm going to stay right here. If your voice is your edge, I'm going to invite you to make sound. I'm going to keep on giving this awkwardness of the spark, of the match in hand. Bring forward in front of you, in your hand, first your match, your dry wood, the crazy clutter of your house, of your being, and bring it and stack it. It is sacred to build a fire and to let go. It is sacred to bring it and not light it on fire just yet. To give yourself time and honoring. But find where that it is that you will build this place of transformation. Find where it is in your internal landscape. Find your guides and your support through your vision, through your touch, through your movement, through your sound. In this naturally alive and ecstatic place. Make it real for yourself. Yeah. And in so doing, we give each other permission to inhabit these bodies. All the while honoring the touchstone, honoring the body, bring it more alive. You've lit the fire now. Where did you light your fire? Where is it licking? Where does the fire kiss your face, your cheeks, your sunburnt shoulders? What does it sing to you? Does it sing to you sweetly? Or is there anger there? What needs permission to come and dance? How far away do you stand from the flame to take it in, to give it honor, to feel safe? One of the classic rites of Beltane is to build a huge fire, a beacon of light that calls the lover divine. And when we're ready in those rites, to run and jump through the fire, to singe ourselves, to choose our lover for the night, our lover for the day, our lover for the years to come, the lover within ourselves, always and ever present. How long has that one waited to be drugged to the fire? Or how long has that one been quietly bringing offerings of sweet sage and cedar for forgiveness? And flowers to wash and paint our beauty as we strip away our shame. As we look within and recognize how powerful we are, how capable. Yes. And as we peel away and we stack or toss or shoot these arrows for fuel into our fire, what do we see? What needs attention? What needs tending? What piece has snapped and cracked and might be burning the edges as it's first set free? Because no doubt we are powerful beings. And it is one thing to drag our shadow material to the fire and bring it to our conscious awareness. And it is another to burn it down and to allow ourselves to be transformed. And it is another to have the awareness and the kuleana that we need not burn down those around us who come to worship also, who come to mirror our need for transformation. So we do watch for the wildfire that gets set free, because sure as shit, it will be set free as well. We don't get to choose just the pretty things in the fire. We have many nights and many days, timeless, to tend this flame. And so I invite you to circle your fire. Play the game with yourself. How alive and juicy can my body stay while I look and see and touch and burn down and burn through? What comes of the fire? Are there edges now as you circle the flame that are pure white ash, waiting for your touch? Who comes with you to circle this fire? Can you open your awareness to the ancestors that are all around you? Those before you in the future. Those behind you who've been singing your song for so long. Those beside you. Who are they? Can you see them now that you've built this light? Who are your guides? Who are your teachers? Do they have bodies? Did they have bodies? Because when we build a fire or we turn on a light, what happens? We draw. We draw who's ready. We draw who has wings. We draw who has legs, four-legged, two-legged, creepy crawlies. Everything comes to the light. And who will we dance with? Who will we dance with inside the flame? Who will we dance with around the flame? Who will we dance with just in a mark and a notion that says, I am so grateful to have seen that. Bless you from far away. Or come closer, because now I am warmed in the light of my sacred self. And here, would you like to undress me a little more? Would you like to take from me my cloak? And go and spread it on the ground. Let's be with that for just a couple more breaths. And whatever you need to more fully embody. And now let's take that cloak and pick the just right spot under the stars. Maybe it's by a sacred tree or a stream. And there's the fire. Oh, yes. Beautiful firelight. You can smell it. You can taste it. You can hear it. What of your wild is ready for the sacred marriage, for union? What, with your eyes wide open, is ready to come alive? What and who and how do you need to make love with that part of yourself that is so ready to be seen? Ask for what you need. Take it by the hand. Wander. Find the just right spot to hold and to be held and to strip away anything else of the human condition that begs for control. Feed this wild. Feed the wild. And stay. Stay. It's safe to stay. Don't be so quick to get up and do the laundry. Not so quick to pick up the phone. So we have this beautiful invitation to gestate. To invite the creative power that comes from this willingness to be our fully wild, impassioned, sacred selves. Feel the flutter. Feel the flutter. And birth will be its own transformation. Ooh. We circle the fire. When we rise and how we rise. Coming again to the illumination. The living metaphor of the sacred flame. Within, without, above, below. We have so many mirrors. What a beautiful reminder to breathe. Right? To breathe. When we get in those moments in our lives where we start telling ourselves the story again of, okay, this is the story of Star. I gotta look this way and act that way and do this and do that and make it act like this and make it act like that. Empty the cup. Empty. Every flame needs air and needs earth. Right? We can only hold a hot burning thing for so long. And lean into the structure that's teaching us so much here in this land of fire elementals. So perhaps the marriage has been made in you today. Perhaps you came prepared, right? Pulling the limbs and the old stuff and the old papers and the old love letters and the old books and stories of who you used to be that got moldy and the edges. And perhaps not. Perhaps this is just that little spark, a small match that gives permission and invites you each and every day now as we come closer and closer to the brightest and the highest fire time of the year from now until the summer solstice of June 21st. Maybe this is the awakening of a fire that would take a great cultivation to burn. Either way, let this be a spark. Let this be a reminder when those times come, to be safe and in the story. There are many coyotes. There are many who are willing to be the trickster and help you light the fire. There are many of us who our job is to be the fool. Maybe that's part of your job too, to give the permission. So I invite you, with whatever that you experienced here in this time today, to let it cook. Let it cook. Let it come. Let these metaphors of what's ready to go and what's ready to be seen, what's ready to go lie down in the dark, be ecstatic. To let that come into a living, breathing definition of sacred union, of shadow and light. Of what's acceptable and what's radically not. Right? And I invite you all again, as an exercise in embodiment, find a place to store without your mind whatever your unique version of this experience we shared today is. Whether that's a movement or just the moment of how the air feels in your body, or a tapping, or something that you can come back to again and feel your community. There's another layer of union, right? How that we come together to support each other in the very tangible ways, but also in the hidden, not spoken to ways that are so powerful. Thank you. Thank you to all of our ancestors in all directions, in all ways, shapes, and forms, who chose to sing the long song and bring us home. Aho. Thank you.
It's like a bookend, y'all. Okay, I'm not done yet. Did you feel it? Yeah. Wow. That's a lot to digest, and we have a lot to take home with us. Thank you, Star. Woo! Yeah, that fire is burning and alive. Anyone else feel it? Yeah? Come on, you guys. You're awake, aren't you? Woohoo! Woohoo! There's so much to experience here. Life and all it is. Well, it is our time for a little music. Thank you so much, Dick, and our offer chart, helping us keep the lights on, etc. Thank you for being here, everybody. Thank you for being you.
There's daylight, nightlight, black light and white light. Everything is made of light. There's dawnlight, twilight, highlights and nightlights. Everything is made of light. There are heavenly bodies so bright in the sky, reflecting the love that shines in your eyes. For the loveliest of light is eyes filled with love light. Everything is made of light. Dawnlight and twilight, your light and my light, everything is made of light. There's lamplight, starlight, but truly we are light, everything is made of light. Our dear Mother Earth is a star deep inside, who's cool just enough so that we can all ride through the sunlight, moonlight, all born of the one light. Everything is made of light. Everything is made of light.
Come on, yeah. Okay. Thank you, Stephen. Yeah, light. We can't appreciate light until we're in the dark, right? When you light a candle in a room, we can turn the light on, but we can't turn the dark on. Think about that. Okay, time for announcements. Star, do you have anything?
Right now, the only thing that I have on the calendar for certain is a trance dance down in Ocean View, June 27th. It's the fourth Friday. I can make sure that a flyer comes around for that too. Trance dance is a shamanic journey form, so though the word dance is in the title, there's no particular kind of movement that's necessary. We use some really specific tools to go into deep altered states of consciousness. We use a blindfold, that's the one and only rule in the room, and set an intention and use a specific breath method. The deeper you breathe, the deeper you go.
Where is it?
In Ocean View Community Center.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. So, and I can make sure that you guys get a flyer available for that too. I was tempted to try and do that work here, and it just felt like a larger room presented itself in the long run. But I'm open to there still being something happening a little closer in Kealakekua, closer to Kona area too. But that's the only thing on the calendar right now.
Yeah. Aren't you leading our summer solstice?
Oh, that's right, summer solstice.
Yeah.
Are we doing
then, if not sooner?
Are we doing some? Okay. Yes, I guess I'm doing summer solstice. Wonderful, exciting. And that's always such a wonderful opportunity. The ceremonial, the quarters of the year are a little extra special here at New Thought. We get to have a drumming and sounding kind of in the beginning, really like clearing ourselves in, and some journey work expression as well in that time. Oh, great. Thank you, Joshua.
I hope I'm not mistaken. I didn't bring that book.
I think that's what it is. Yeah, right? And what a joy then to be here right at Beltane. And then Beltane is one of the cross-quarter holidays in a pagan calendar. Pagan meaning like earth kind of based, earth cultivating based cultures.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Well, obviously on Sundays, we are here at 10 o'clock, and we can be in person like all of us on the line today, or we can visit by live stream, and we can always go online later if we've missed something, or if we want to review what we saw and we want to catch it again, we can go and see it on YouTube. Isn't that lovely? We do offer free childcare. We just ask for a reservation for someone to do that childcare by Friday afternoon, so we can arrange to have somebody here. The next 3 Sundays. Next Sunday is Mother's Day, and I'm actually going to be speaking. Woohoo! And my title is How Many Mothers? I'm not going to go into that now because it's going to be a surprise. With music by Doug Kinnear. Is that how I pronounce his name? Kinnear. Okay. On 517, Lorian Brown-Leah, program and music, Messages from the Soul, Understanding One's Spiritual Path for Wholeness and Healing. On 524, Annapurna, say it right? Sarada, Internal Principles and the Parables of Sri Mankrisha. Ramakrishna. Thank you. I've got to get my pronunciations. Ramakrishna, with music by Ola Sangles. We have weekly classes on Mondays, 4:30 to 5:30. Jinan Wang, Tai Chi and Qigong, all levels, $15 per class. Monthly events, Crystal Bowl meditation, second Sunday, 9 to 9:30 in the Honua room, happening next week on 5/10. It's a free event, and it is optional to make a donation to New Thought for the Crystal Bowl meditation, which is always a treat. Special event, Saturday, 5/16, Anna Getzel, community drumming and sacred garden journey circle, 9:30 in the morning to noon in the Honua room. She's offering a sliding scale from $20 to $40, and I personally have been experiencing her sacred journeys and pretty amazing. So I encourage everybody to come on out for that. Also, we have invitations, and this is ongoing. Do you have time, talent, or skills to share? Consider volunteering for New Thought Center. We always need extra hands and minds. The sign-up sheet's on the table near the entry to the lanai. We have special needs for website-related skills, painting, carpentry, lei making, helping on days when we have our potluck. There's always extra hands are always welcomed. We also have a prayer community that will pray for anybody that is in need, and the prayers can be submitted in the box on the table, the Honu box. You write out your prayer, and we just ask that if it's for someone else, you have their permission. Those prayers will be prayed on for a week following. If you are new and you sign the guest book, you'll receive a weekly e-newsletter or sign up on the website. I think that pretty much covers it. Does anyone else have any announcements? No one else?
I'm at the Outrigger Hotel from 6 to 9 every Sunday. And I remembered to bring CDs this time. There's some CDs on the table.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you for bringing the CDs. Well, I guess that's it. We're going to, no? Yes.
I think we have some jewelry that was left.
Oh, that's right.
We want to know if Star's free for lunch.
Yes, I'm sorry, I forgot that. Star, where would you like to go for lunch? Teshima's. We're going to go Teshima's for lunch. Anybody interested? Raise your hand so we can kind of get an idea of a head count. Teshima's. 1, 2, anybody? 4, 3 or 4 of us. Okay. And I forgot one little announcement too for next Sunday if you're here. I'm going to bring a picture of my mom, and I'm going to invite all of you to bring a picture of your mom and put them on the side table here. We won't have time during service to say anything about them. I will personally, but all the ones that you bring, stay afterwards and gather around there and talk story about your mom. Let's acknowledge those wonderful women, huh? It might have been an aunt, it might have been a grandma, you might have been adopted. We don't know your story, but whatever your story is, it's such a beautiful thing to share. Share ideas, kindness, ups and downs of life, whatever your story is. Just let it out, like Star was suggesting today. Oh, the fire burn. Okay, anything else? If I've forgotten something else, Pasha, was there something else?
How about the jewelry?
The jewelry, okay. The jewelry is, yeah.
And ask if possible that if someone buys it, all the profit will go to New Thought. And we had marked it with certain prices for the village stroll last week, but she said we can have it for less, but hopefully a third of the market price.
Okay. You all heard that, I'm sure. And the jewelry is over on the table here. Some really pretty pieces in case you're interested, or I don't know if you have a mother still that would love a piece of beautiful jewelry, or a friend, or for yourself. Okay, I guess it's time for a round circle and aloha, Hawaii aloha.